So cute! So kawaii. The influencer industry is pretty new compared to many others, and there's a lot of curiosity around what goes on behind the scenes. Some common questions I hear are things like, what exactly do influencers do? And is this a real job? In today's episode, I'll be getting an insider's look behind the scenes with two popular influencers, Sackoh and Little Miss Bento. I do have some experience doing social media content creation myself, but it's always been part-time, like while I was studying or while I was hosting and writing something on the side. So I am super curious to see how full-time influencers manage it as a serious business and a full-fledged career. Sackoh should be a familiar face to most of you. She's a lifestyle influencer with over 265,000 followers on Instagram, and to date, she has worked with multiple international clients such as Dior, Ralph Lauren, Michael Kors, and so on. Today I'm here at Melissa's office to find out more about this side of her life that most people don't get to see. Hi Mel!
Hi,
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for being here. Welcome to my office.
It's very nice.
So this is the main area where we spend most of the time.
So what is a typical day for you like?
Actually, every day is different. For example, today we're doing post-production, but yesterday it was like out and about. We were like shooting like from morning to night.
So besides being an influencer, what else do you do?
So I have an online store run after, as well as an e-commerce store, some days at home, and I also have a production arm.
What do you mean production arm? So is that producing your content?
No, so I actually help brands to create content. So content for their Instagram feeds, and sometimes I manage their Instagram accounts entirely. So I help to plan the feed and help them with, I guess, the overall marketing and branding. Actually, people don't really know this part of what I do.
Yeah.
It's quite a secret, because I guess I'm not really like the face or the name behind it. So it's just something that I really enjoy, and I think it's where I add value, so that's why we're doing it.
So you said you're busy with production now, right? Can you show me a little bit of like what you do?
Yeah. So we were shooting something for Superga, and this is like the mood board that we usually brainstorm first so that we have an overall feel and vibe of the kind of style of the video that we're going for. So it's actually just one short styling video, but so much goes into this just one video. So people just see the final product and it's maybe about a minute plus long, but so much more goes into the production of this 1 minute video. We actually plan like the details of
That's so organized.
of the shoot. So right down to the minute actually and the exact scene, so that we can plan the transitions and we know exactly what we're going to shoot, and this acts as a checklist for us to tick off during the shoot so we don't miss anything out. And there's also the planning of the outfits, which I do. Now I actually have to take a picture or just a simple screenshot of it and match exactly what I'm going to style with which pair of shoes, so that during the shoot itself it's a lot easier for me because there are just so many different styles and looks, and sometimes I just cannot remember everything.
I think a lot of people have an impression that influencers, attend a lot of like media tastings, events, but it sounds like you have no time for any of that.
As much as I can, I try not to, because that really takes up a lot of my day.
Right.
And everybody's time is limited. So I find that I would rather be in the office, clearing up things that are due and that people are waiting for me to get back to them on. So I guess that's where my priorities are.
Can you show me what a typical shoot looks like for you?
So this is a backdrop that I created for a campaign that I recently did for these scarves, but this campaign has already concluded, so I mean it's still standing here. I actually have like a bunch of cloths and fabrics here in case I need to recreate it according to the mood and the style of the next shoot. So why don't I show you how I do a really simple product shot. I'm probably going to shoot it on this stand because they are outfits, and actually I feel like the colour scheme kind of matches. So let's remove all these.
So basically you do the styling and James does the shooting?
Yes, most of the time that's like the arrangement, but sometimes he just does it like entirely on his own.
Oh.
Anyway, let's change the hanger colour so it matches.
So I think it's quite unusual and also really cool that you work together with someone who's your partner in work and also your partner in life. So how has that been, like that transition to working together?
I honestly think it's a privilege because we really get to spend a lot of time together, and that's something that I really value. Of course, it's difficult to kind of separate work and life entirely, but we do it, I guess.
And then now you're a mom and you're like a working mom. So I just wanted to ask kind of how you manage your time Because I imagine it's really hard, especially because you work for yourself, so you do have that flexibility. If you so chose to, you could spend all your time with your baby at home,
Yes.
but you have like that discipline to come in and work. So what's that like?
Honestly, it's a real struggle because there's always a part of me that, you know, would prefer to be at home. Like, let's hurry, like get everything we need to done so we can go home and really
Spend
focus
time.
on Noah.
Yeah, but in that way, I kind of think that it pushes us to be more efficient at work.
How long have you been like an influencer full-time?
10 years?
How did you get into the industry to begin with?
It was through my website, and I guess it was also through modeling for blog shops at that time.
Oh yes.
I think that was when I grew a following.
Right. So what's the biggest change in your life since before you started till now?
The biggest change would be that I'm like living and breathing work 24/7. I think it's the same for any entrepreneur that runs a company and owns a business. You basically like think about it all the time, and you constantly try to find ways to improve. And there's just no break. There's just no stopping.
So do you feel like it was difficult to manage the fact that you're so public facing and Singapore is so small?
Definitely, I think being in the public eye is a little bit stressful, and I do feel that responsibility with the content that I produce and with the things that I post. I mean, definitely I have to consider the audience.
So what's next for you?
I feel like we'll constantly try to push the creative boundary in terms of like our business.
So on that note, for someone like new to the industry entering and want to know how to make it, what advice do you have for like a budding influencer?
I mean, if you intend to come on this platform and make it a business, then definitely your processes and everything that goes back end needs to be in place. Because down the road, when you get bigger and when things start to move forward, you don't want this to hold you back, and it will. If it's messy, it will.
Right. So that's like the non-glamorous stuff, the paperwork, the like taxes and all of that stuff.
So all these things, like maybe people don't put as much emphasis on, but I would say is as important as the content creation.
Right, that is an extremely practical tip. Thanks for that. So thanks so much for having me today. It was great to come and see you and see how you and James work together in action. It's actually, I think, very inspiring to see like a husband-wife couple and also a working mom do all of this and manage a whole business in a brand new industry. It's like quite incredible to me.
Oh, thanks, Jem.
Shirley Wong, better known as Little Miss Bento, is a food artist who gained a large following on social media when she started sharing her cute bento creations online. Her bento creations are not just a treat for the taste buds, they're also a feast for the eyes. Today we're at her home where she converted this corner into a studio for her work, and we have the privilege of following her around as she brings us through one of her bento creations from start to finish. Hi Shirley, thank you so much for letting us into your home.
Hello.
So first things first, do you work alone or do you have assistants to help you?
Everything from cutting, buying the stuff is all me. Even taking the photos is me.
Okay.
Yeah, so, but it's fun. I think I enjoy doing it, so I don't really mind. Yeah.
Wait, so what are we doing today?
So we're gonna make corgi. And not just corgi, but also the corgi butt.
Okay.
Because I think that will be really cute. So, just to show you like how it's gonna look like.
Is this what you always do? You start by sketching?
Yeah, because if I have a box and then I want to kind of know where the rice or the shape or the design is going in. Also, then you sort of know what ingredients to buy. So as you can see, this is the bento box that we're going to use today. So the 2 rice balls probably go into like side by side. And then we'll have the rest of the side ingredients behind. So like the chicken, which I prepared just before the shoot today, and then some vegetables, eggs and some salads. When I first started making bento, I think like people would actually say, oh Shirley, they don't believe that I eat the bentos.
Oh.
So they think that I'm making it just for the camera and I throw it away after that.
But for you, how did you get started? It was really because you were making these bentos for yourself, right?
Yes, I was working in the office. There was no canteen. Oh my gosh, there was no canteen. Like 15 minutes walk to the nearest food center.
Right.
In office wear. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to make my own food. So then I started packing my own lunch boxes. So it was really to feed myself.
So you started an Instagram account to document your food making.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like a diary. To start, it was really like a diary. Like, oh, today I make a rabbit bento.
Right.
So that was how I started.
So when did you decide to transition full-time to doing this?
It came to a point where, the Little Miss Bento work was very overwhelming. So I was taking leave from my then full-time office work because I had to, for example, attend shoots for clients or creating content for their ads.
I think it's really difficult to make that leap, going from like a stable full-time job to thinking like, is this going to be sustainable in the long run? You know, what were the decision factors involved?
My biggest worry was financials, because it's not like, you know, yes, like you don't get a regular pay, you know, at the end of the month, it's not comfortable at all, as rainy days, right? But I was also on the other side telling myself, what's the worst that can happen? Is I fail.
Right.
And I go back to work.
Okay, I'm really excited to see how this goes. Let's get started.
Yes.
What are we going to do first?
I'm going to make the cute character, right? So they're going to be molded from the rice. So I'm just going to color the rice.
Color it with food dye?
No, so we're going to use ground sesame today.
So what else do you do besides bento making?
I actually teach aerial,
What's aerial?
like circus.
You teach circus aerial?
Yeah, like
That's so
aerial.
cool! I had no idea!
I wrap myself in fabric and I'm up like 5 to 7 meters in the air, and then I do like tricks. So it's like dancing in the air, but with fabric or apparatus around you.
Right.
Beyond all this, the aerial and all that, I also, you know, like do full consultancy, like menu design.
Right.
Yeah, so like character cafes obviously are my forte. So this is the corgi's head. Then we put the cheeks on. We have gotten actually most of the head and the cheeks in already.
And you have the ears?
The ears, yeah, the ears. Okay, so I'm just going to put the white part,
So what are you doing now?
the tail.
Oh, that's so cute. It's like a bean.
Yeah.
So what are your like next steps for your career? Do you have like a, I don't know, I guess like career planning, 5-year, 10-year plan?
Yeah. Hoping to launch a set of my own products.
Yeah, that makes so much sense.
Yeah, like cookware or bakeware. So I'm working on that currently, so hopefully it will take off.
So you are basically alone at home when you do this, right?
Most of the
So
time,
who helps
yes.
you take? You use a stand to take all your photos, timer.
Yeah, sometimes timer, sometimes stand, and sometimes I'm like using my toe to hold on to the reflector, and then I'm
Yes. Very unglamorous. Like,
very unglamorous
behind the
actually, really.
scenes.
Haha, can you see there's almost everything inside?
Yes, I'm so
Yay.
excited. It's so cute.
No. I need to have a special tool. Ta-da! This
What is that?
is deep fried pasta. So
Oh, it's to hold it together. That is incredible.
I know, and
That's so
the
innovative.
best part is it will soften. So
Because
it's already cooked, so you absorb the moisture. You won't even know it's there when you actually consume.
Okay, so now we're ready for the final step. We're gonna put the dog's face on. This is a get ready with me corgi edition.
For the eyes and the nose, I'm going to use black sesame paste.
Okay.
I'm using the rice to just add 2 eyebrows.
Oh, the eyebrow is so cute.
Here is the ham. We're going to add on paw prints to our corgi butt.
And you use a cutter for that?
Yes, so I like really small cutters.
Oh, the upside down heart is the paw.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wow, it's adorable.
Okay, then the dots go in. And then, let's do the cheeks.
Oh, I love it.
We have some ham left over, right? There's a huge slice of ham, so I'm going to make slits.
Oh! So cute! So kawaii.
Yes! Okay, we're done.
Right, so after this, what do you normally do? You take photos?
So I'll style it a little bit, maybe with some props.
Is this your secret prop cupboard?
Yes, it's my special cupboard.
Let's have a look.
Ta-da! Oh my god, too many things.
You are so organized!
Eh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
it just looks fantastic.
And then I have like small props, flowers, a lot of stuff, seriously. Small containers, plates, more plates, utensils, chopstick rests, hundreds of them actually. Cloth. I'm not really shooting overhead, so sometimes need to sort of like prop it up.
Super cute.
Hey! And then I shoot. And I like to take a bit of video. So like this one, right, the corgi butt, you sort of like touch the cheek or like, you know, like play with the butt. Like it's more interactive, right? And sometimes I'll post it on IG story.
So, do you have any advice for people who want to enter the industry?
Find something that you like. Like it doesn't have to be food, right? So it can be anything else like fashion or travel. But I think it's something that you genuinely really enjoy. Not for the glamour part of it, but for the activity itself. I think it speaks a lot and people can tell, like watching, like looking at your content. And that keeps you going even on days that you're not doing well, for example. Yeah, so I think that's really important, and I hope, you know, when people try it, have fun, enjoy, and I wish you all the best.
So thank you for watching today's episode, and I hope it gave you some new insight into the industry. For me, I always knew it was hard work, but I kind of didn't know the full extent of it until today, so consider my eyes opened. Once again, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the little bell so you get notified every time a new episode comes out, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!